The early morning was spent waking up and then falling back to sleep a few times. If the last time I fell asleep, resulting in a dream where I felt a pain in my eyes. Oddly enough, I woke up to find that I wasn't wearing my glasses. I had granola bars to fuel myself until my Spanish class. Because I had ended up missing dinner at Harrison yesterday, and tracks turned out to be quite busy around 10:30. I'm currently working on some homework. In particular, right now, I'm working on the week 1 assignment for my politics of geography class. Although the document in particular currently looks like this. For the first question, I'm supposed to answer it in one paragraph, and for the second question, in two. I'm probably going to want to try and add to these answers. In Spanish class, there was an activity where to practice the preterite tense and imperfect preterite tense. We were each to write 10 short sentences to show activities you would do in the summer. Because the summer is currently in the past. However, at the time, I thought El Verno meant the fall. So, exactly what I did was that I wrote 10 short sentences for activities you would do in the fall rather than the summer. These fall sentences involved things like making a pumpkin pie because he felt that a pumpkin pie is more associated with the fall than an apple pie. I ended up doing 9 of the 10 sentences for what I thought was correct at the time, the fall. I ended up doing the 10 summer sentences. Here at my dorm room. In the period of time between finishing my lunch, which also had a double cheeseburger, along with butter chicken and sticky jasmine rice, and 2 pork chops, and my criminal law class at 5 p.m. Though it kind of technically starts at 4:45 p.m. because that's when you can start to join the Collaborate Ultra session. I engaged in some clan convoy kill shots during that same time, along with continuing to develop myself as the Lord on Game of Thrones Winter is Coming. As of now, I'm currently working to upgrade my castle to level 16. As for Elvenar, it currently looks like this. I only bother with these if there's a daily exclusive that's a building, in order to give myself the best chances of getting these buildings. These buildings actually produce supplies and can come with bonus population. So this is actually my GameHag username. There's a quest where I'm supposed to get to just 150% bonus, but it's gonna be a while before I ever get to that point, considering all the buildings I now have. One of the quests had me build the flying boat. Cultural building. Periodically, there's a notification that tells you when golden keys appear on the city outskirts. Which currently looks like this. As for the criminal law class, we had about a half-hour lecture on the principle of legality, which in layman's terms was basically an overview of some potential constitutional challenges to the constitutionality of laws, depending on how they're made. There's the principle of leniency. There's currently a quest where I upgrade that barracks to level 3. I solve all the encounters through combat. The coins and supplies, along with the basic materials such as planks, marble, and steel, because yes, the research upgrades have started to cost the basic resources too, along with gold and supplies. Thus have to be saved for research upgrades and whatever I may have to do for my next album, album Zodiac quest. It's pretty hard to place 3 trade offers willy-nilly when you don't have that much to trade. But I could probably try something like that. I got the sesame, tempeh, and broccoli. For some vegan protein and extra veggies. I've eaten all the cashew, salty and sweet granola bars, so I'm now down to the peanut ones. As for Game of Thrones, here's how this one currently looks like. my biggest hurdle in completing the campaign chapters is that to do so requires me to complete the West the Weirwood Tree Trials over here. I'm on chapter 13, the Dragon Pit. And to complete it, I need to clear normal stage 418. I'm currently struggling to clear 4-6. So it may be a while before I get to the point I need to get to. I have commanders that I can advance to rank 5, but apparently the level of my lord is too low. Presumably I have to get it to 30 because it's currently at 29. That's what I'm assuming, and I hope I'm right. After the lecture in criminal law, I was put into a breakout group of 3. That was known as Group 4, so we could go over some discussion questions. I could try and load them up. They're the meeting 3-4 discussion questions, but because there's no space between the 3 and the 4, it reads as meeting 34 discussion questions. These are the questions me and my group of 3 total went over during, I think, the last 25 minutes of class. Though, oddly enough, while I was on Collaborate Ultra, there was some kind of problem with my microphone. And I communicated primarily through typing into the chat and sending the messages by hitting enter. I noticed I have to press pretty hard on the G and H keys. Otherwise, they might not register. The 3 ordinary chess seems to be the best, or to me. You do it randomly. It doesn't always end that way, but I sure am glad it did today. I still haven't tried the catacombs. I'm currently trying to train up Blitz the Dust Rat, so I've been using Mergendorage for the clan convoys. But I can't use him for PvP because they still haven't fixed that glitch where Mergen immediately starts off with no delay between attacks. If I use Mergen, there's no doubt in my mind I would get thumbs down for that. It's not enough that Mergendorage is able to single-handedly punch out heroic level clan convoys like they're nothing. But for one clan convoy I did today, I think it was a veteran Genofrost convoy, Mergendorage managed to single-handedly wipe out basically a whole legion of Dominion fighters. Actually, no, I think they were Old Welsh fighters. I think they're grouped under Chancellor Dumerville. Something like that. Because for me to have any chance of breaking through, I had to concentrate all my forces on one path, basically. There were a whole bunch of Old Welsh fighters, and by the time Mergen went down, there were just a handful of Old Welsh infantry left. It was cool to see. As I was walking to here, back from dinner, both on my way to get dinner at Harrison and on my way back here to eat dinner, I saw students playing football at the back area of, I think it's Bendob, something like that. I don't really remember anymore which one's Ben and which one's Dobson. I do know the general area of those dorms. I was in Dobson for my freshman year. On my way to Harrison, it was just two male students, passing a football between each other. On the way back here in my dorm, illegal. It was a small group of students. I have no idea if the game's currently ongoing or not. I'm not sure I can even check from here.